guys, welcome back. I am doing the foundation review for the Milk Makeup Blur Liquid Foundation. It's their matte foundation, and I believe it is a newer one. This is what the packaging looked like. It's just this little super simple case. Now the only thing that kind of sucks about it is that it's taped on both sides. So once you untape one side, you can get the product out, but then the other side kind of like untapes pretty easily. So if you want to return it, it's a little bit of a pain in the ass because you're just like, that's the only complaint I have about this packaging. It's actually so annoying in that sense because I was debating returning it because of the color, and sorry, I dropped the cap. It's gonna be a pain in the ass for me to return it anyway, so yeah. Anyways, like I said, I'm just gonna do a quick foundation review for you guys. I obviously am not wearing any makeup right now, and I'm super pale as well, so you get to see all natural. And I'm actually breaking out a little bit right now as well, so it's kind of perfect because you can actually see how well this covers, because it's supposed to be pretty damn full coverage. So let's get into it. I have my little Real Techniques sponge right here, and I'm also going to be using a brush. Sorry, I'm just going to grab my brush. What the hell did I don't use my brushes ever anymore. I do mean ever. This is just a Morphe foundation brush, so I'm just going to use that. And we're gonna go for it. I'm gonna do one half with a sponge, one half with a little Morphe, and I'm also gonna be doing a little check-in afterwards so you guys can see what it looks like, A, in natural lighting, and B, after I've worn it for a little bit of time. Now, just to give you some background, it is supposed to be a blurring foundation, so it is supposed to give you a really like soft, perfect look to your skin. And the shades, the shade that I got at least is Fair. Their shade range isn't that great though. They don't have that many shades. I personally had a very hard time picking between the two shades that were closest to my skin tone. There was Fair, which is this one, that looked like it was just kind of too pink toned, and then the next one up looked like it was really yellow toned, like it just wouldn't match me. So I ended up going with Fair, and I was like, I can use a little bit more bronzer or something like that, but I still don't think the shade matches me as well as it could, so that's the only downside. Now, I'm gonna start off by using a tiny bit because I'm a little worried that I might use too much. And I like to start off with my forehead only because I don't know, it's the first thing I usually start off with. So I'm just gonna blend one half in with the little sponge, and I probably should get a mirror up in here, sorry, just so I can actually see what the hell I'm doing, because okay, yep, there we go. All right, so it's covering pretty well. It's actually really good coverage. So that's one side done. I'm gonna use this little brush for the other side. I don't think the brush is gonna be able to do a good job though, only because this is very yeah, I don't like the brush at all. It's just more of kind of a moussey formula, like it just feels more moussey. I'm gonna take this sponge and use it on the other half as well, just because like I said, I don't like the way the brush feels. It's just the texture of the foundation. It's much more moussey, and it's much more of a thicker texture as well. The one thing I do want to mention though, now that I've kind of have one bit blended, is that you can see there's this beautiful kind of like sheen going on. Now I don't know if that's going to be a horrible thing and my face is going to get horribly oily because of that, but it does look really beautiful. So I'm going to keep going, and I'm going to keep going with the sponge just because, like I said, you guys, the brush does not look good. Okay, cool. So now the color match for this one, you can tell it's literally identical to what my skin tone is right now, and that's just because my skin tone is really fair right now, and it's not I'm not tanned at all, like, and I mean at all. Wow, that went a really long way. Holy crap. I literally just used a couple dots and that just did the whole side of my face. Now, I'm not expecting this to cover literally everything, because even though it's full coverage, you know, you're gonna have blemishes that peek through, like with any foundation. You're gonna have little things that peek through, especially because I'm using a sponge. Usually that means the coverage is a little bit more sparse, just because of the fact that the sponge kind of takes in a little bit of the foundation of the liquid itself. So I'm not expecting like everything to be covered, let me put it that way. What I expect though is for my skin to have a nice finish to it, and for some of the discoloration to be covered, some of the you know, some of the spots, some of the blemishes where I was said to be covered. Okay, so it's actually pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. Wow, it's a really pretty sheen though. Like, it's a gorgeous shine to the face, like you can tell right now. It's just, it's really like, gives you this dewy look to your skin. But I don't know if that's gonna be okay for the entire day. But it looks really gorgeous. I'm not gonna lie, that looks really nice. And it just makes my skin feel really natural. Like I could even touch my face right now and it feels like it's already dried down to a powder finish. Like I don't have to set if I don't want to. I will, just because I'm a little worried. I never usually just go and leave the house without setting my face. It always just, I have to do that step. But I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna finish the rest of my makeup, and yeah. So far so good though. Give me a minute, you guys. I'll come back and you'll see what it looks like with all my makeup on, and we'll see if it actually, you know, looks good. Guys, so I am back. I went ahead and finished my makeup. I wanted to also mention to you guys that I did use as a primer the Ordinary High Adherence Silicone Primer. It's just really simple primer, doesn't do that much, doesn't really control oil that much either. I just wanted to have something to kind of give my skin a nice finish to it. But so far the foundation has been really nice. I love the way it feels on my skin. I love the way it looks. It has just this beautiful sheen, and I haven't gotten oily yet, even while getting ready, which is big thumbs up. But it's really nice. Like, it just gives my skin such a beautiful finish, such a beautiful sheen to it, and it looks really natural, even though it is pretty high coverage, and you can definitely build it up. I didn't build it up because I didn't feel I had to, but if you guys did want to build it up, it's definitely very buildable in my opinion as well. It just looks really nice on the skin. The color itself matches me really well right now. I know for a fact that if I get a little bit more tanned, it will be way too light for me, but right now, like I said, it does match. Unfortunately, the shade selection isn't that great, like I mentioned before. Hopefully that's not a deal breaker for you guys, and I really hope you can find your shade, because I do really love the way this looks on my skin. I love the way it feels on my skin, and like I said, it just looks really natural. It looks like I'm not even, it looks like my skin, but I'm obviously, like, I know I'm wearing foundation, but it looks like it's my skin. Like I just put a little bit of blush or something on and that was it. So thumbs up for that. Really enjoying it. I needed really little to go a long way, which was amazing, because it is a $40 foundation. It is expensive for what you're getting, but at the same time, if you only need to use a little bit, then it's not as much of a big deal, right? And other than that, I can't really comment on anything else. The only other thing that I did is apply my moisturizer like I do every single day, so that shouldn't be a big deal. It shouldn't really impact anything. I will be giving you guys an update, like I said, throughout the day, and I hope it's great, because so far I'm loving it. So far it looks really good. If you guys did want to see a look, like a makeup tutorial on this look, I did just film one. I was wearing a different lip. Right now I put a bit of a gloss on this lipstick just because I wanted to have more of a glossy finish, and I topped it off with the L'Oreal lip gloss in a Ruby Oprah. That's what the packaging looks like, and that's the shade right up here. 304 Ruby Opera. It's really pretty. It gives your lips a really beautiful shine to them. So really enjoying that. And like I said, I'll see you guys in a little bit. I'm gonna head out to work, so I might actually take this lipstick off because I'm going to work and I don't need everybody to be staring right at me. So see you guys really soon, and fingers crossed. So I'm just doing a check-in. I actually just left work and I wanted to show you what the foundation kind of looked like in natural sunlight and how it's kind of performing. It's just been really good. It's been really nice and it's like glowy but in the most subtle way, and I was waiting all day for my skin just to get super oily and to give up on the foundation, and it just never did. So I'm actually really happy. Welcome back, you guys. So the check-in that you guys just saw was from about me wearing the foundation for 8 to 9 hours, about that range, and that's what you kind of look like. I got home, I just put a little bit more concealer on and a couple like little blemishes and stuff like that, and this is what I'm at. I think it looks good. It's still light outside, so you can actually see what the hell this looks like in natural daylight, and it looks really, really good. I had to blot once when I got home because I just wanted it to look really nice and flawless, but technically speaking, didn't blot all day long. Like I said, I had it on the entire day at work. Didn't feel oily at all. It didn't feel like it was yucky. Skin's super touchable, feels really great, and I give it like a 10 out of 10. It's really good. Now, if you guys have even more oily skin than I do, if you have a really, really oily skin, then I do say like you are probably most likely gonna have to blot throughout the day, because I did notice that some oils were coming through. It's just for me that was fine. It looked fine. It didn't look bad, so I'm always okay with it. It was really subtle and it just looked really natural. It just looked like I was more dewy than anything, so it wasn't a big deal. But if you're somebody that gets, like I said, even more oily than I do, then that might be kind of a big deal for you. All in all though, I thought it was really great. You don't get a lot of product in this little tube, but like I said, it goes a long way. It looks gorgeous on the skin. It looks super natural and just super beautiful. Like, I'm impressed. I am impressed with it. And I actually think that I like this more than any other foundation that I have ever tried before. What? I know, it's crazy. But so far with this first wear test, it honestly is nicer than any other foundation that I have worn before. It feels great on the skin. It looks really beautiful. It has the most beautiful sheen to it, and it just looks so natural that I actually like this better than I do my other foundations. It right now is literally #1 on my list. We will see how we do in the summertime. It might be disgusting in the summertime, you never know. But so far so good. I'm really impressed with it. I'm really happy with it. And just huge thumbs up. I hope you guys give it a try. Let me know what you think if you do. Let me know if you like it. If you're super dry, it should still be nice, but it's, like I said, it's not necessarily like a moisturizing foundation. It is more matte on the skin, so might not be your favorite thing. You might want to mix it with something else, but if you guys are combination too oily, this will be really nice. Like, it will give you dewy skin in the most natural, beautiful way, even though you're oily, and that's kind of the goal. So awesome. Let me know if you guys have any, everything just shook. Let me know if you guys have any video suggestions for the next videos that I should do, any other reviews that you guys want to see from me. I placed an order for BH Cosmetics, so that should be coming in soon, and I'll be able to do a little haul, maybe try on video. And that's about it. If you guys are already subscribed, thank you so much. Means so much to me. And if you haven't already, then go ahead and click that subscribe button if you enjoyed the video. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks again. Bye, guys.